Oh, and one more thing is that you say that I'm changing the word will when I'm applying it to living things. No, no, I'm not. That was the ancient understanding of life and will. You know, we assumed that some of the properties of human animals applied to other animals, and we sought to see the differences. We understood that we had different concerns and cares and senses. But really, the idea of will, the longest tradition of it is that it was assigned to living things, certain kinds of will to living things. What happened, as far as I'm concerned, is Christianity came along and changed things. Christianity came along and did a couple things. First of all, you couldn't just abuse and oppress animals because you wanted to. You had to demonize what you were going to oppress. You know, it used to be ancient people could respect their enemies. The Christian approach came that no, you had to demonize your enemies. Otherwise, you weren't justified in the eyes of God to attack or abuse that thing. So it's really a problem of Christianity and trying to make an excuse for why we use animals the way that we do. And so I've not changed the word at all. I mean, the idea that living systems have intentions, living systems have issues about survivability, that living systems, in some sense of the term, want to survive. These are the long term properties of living systems. And it's only in this Christian era that we started to think that no, only humans have these qualities and all other animals don't, you know. And you know, it's just been ridiculous. I mean, in our lifetimes, there's been people saying that mammals didn't really have emotions or couldn't feel pain. But why? It's like, well, because when I slice it up alive and vivisect it on the table, you know, I kind of maybe feel bad about it if the thing is actually feeling pain. And so I justify that it doesn't. Well, too bad. You know, that's not how it works. These are properties of living systems. And, you know, you can discount life and say life isn't magical or life isn't that great and wonderful as we make it out to be. And that's fine. I have not argued that life was sacred or magical. Okay. I'm just arguing that living things actually are alive. Animals are alive. You know, plants are alive. Single-celled life forms alive. They're all alive. Okay.